That is the second one he's doing. It's torture. That's why. Anyone else want to talk now?
Today we're talking about To Kill a Mockingbird, and we're also talking about Romeo and Juliet. We're in 9th grade English class, and we've been practicing Socratic discussion for a little while.
Our first question is, how can words inspire change?
In my opinion, they can't really.
Why do you say that?
Because only actions can change.
I disagree. I think that words can really change how you put things into perspective. Certain words can change people's minds and bring people to believe other certain things that they might not have thought of.
I agree with Jackie.
So do I.
So if your house is flooding, do you talk to the water and tell it to go away, or do you find out what's causing the flood and stop it?
Well, if you're in an argument with someone, you can use your words other than your actions to get through the argument instead of...
I was talking about that, and that makes sense. But I'm just saying, in the flood, it's not important.
It's true. What words of wisdom does To Kill a Mockingbird teach?
Don't go on your neighbor's property, or you might get shot.
I said it teaches how... I think it teaches how you really don't know a person, and depending on your circumstances, you get treated regardless of what type of person you really are.
I agree with that, and one of the quotes that kind of shows that is when Atticus says, you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb his skin and walk around in it. What do you think, Xander?
I agree with you.
Why do you agree with that?
Because I think he's saying the right things for the question.
It's a great answer.
Xander, do you think we determine our own destinies?
Yes. I think our choices make what we're gonna do in the future happen.
I disagree. I don't think we get to choose our destinies because we're born with the cards that we're handed. We don't get to choose who our parents are, like how much money they make or whatever. Like, we don't get to choose certain things of our lives that end up being something pretty important. Like, we don't get to choose how our parents raise us. We don't get to choose just overall certain things that could depend on how we end up turning out. So.
I actually agree with Xander, because it's your destiny. If you work hard enough for it, you can achieve that. But I mean, to a certain degree, you can't go too far with that.
I agree with Charlie, because even if you have a bad life when you're born, you can still turn it around and make it good.
I agree with the person on my right. Don't know the name, but the person on my right. But I also think you can't really control much because, we're still required to be here. So we don't have that much.
How are Romeo and Juliet and Shakespeare still relevant today?
I think it's because teenagers can relate to the rebellious acts that they participate in, how they're always going against their parents and not choosing to follow them. I know teenagers always try to do whatever their parents tell them not to do.
I agree. It kind of, in a way, relates to what we still do today.
What do you think, Mallory?
I agree with you. Teenagers do whatever they want, and that we learn about Romeo and Juliet today. A lot of people relate
opinion, they're not very relevant. When was the last time you spoke like they do?
Never.
It's very true.
So how are they and Shakespeare still relevant today?
The language always changes.
Yes, it is
He
true.
also
Because
uses-
last I checked 100 years ago, they didn't say LOL. But still, it makes it less relevant if they're talking in an outdated form of English.
He also still we use some of the slang that he used in those plays.
I can't remember what part, but you might be right.
You also act like how Romeo and Juliet act.
We always
Right,
we
right,
try
right.
to follow our
Jumping
hearts
over
over.
fences and
everything else.
risking your life and fighting people with swords. That really happens every day. What do you think?
I think that it is relevant because teenagers have always acted the same. They're not expected to be smart about their certain decisions, and they always follow their hearts. Like whatever they want to do, they will do it. They'll find a way to do it. You can't keep a kid from doing whatever they want to do. You can tell them not to do it, but they're gonna do it anyway.
Think what a cage. No,
I don't think you
I
can
was-
cage a child.
maybe. We'll see. Now, what does he think of as a child?
I agree with Jackie. But they're saying that teens and kids do whatever they want. They don't listen to people that much.
What about you, Griffin?
It just depends on the kid. Some kids listen to their parents and some don't.
How about your favorite parts?
I didn't
of
really
the text?
like any of Romeo and Juliet.
I would agree with Griffin.
I liked part of the story, but sometimes it's hard to follow along with what they were saying because the language is so not what we're used to. So that was kind of difficult, but
The best part is kind of when they die. It's most easy to keep track of. And it's a great part. Without it, I don't think people would remember the story.
How do you think that?
I don't know. This is all I remember from the story, pretty much. So,
what about To Kill a Mockingbird? What was your favorite parts from that?
well, it's the trial. That was entertaining. Has a great ending to the trial. Exactly what you expect. It's a great ending.
I liked how insightful it was on how, like it showed how things really were back then, and it got like detailed because people really don't understand how bad things really were and how badly people were treated, and it's just my thoughts.
I agree with Jackie.
What about you, Mallory?
Yes, I didn't really like the end. I wish it would have ended differently.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think I understand what you're saying. Like you wish, like Tom Robinson had ended up the way he was. He actually would have been innocent, not how he ended up, which is really sad.
It's a sad
He also,
part, but
he also tried to run away.
Yeah.
Motion would have gotten out of the situation.
my personal opinion, the book would not be as good without the sadness.
Yeah, it shows strong emotion, which is really good. What about you, Griffin? What do you think?
I don't really have much opinion on the book. I just kind of had to read it. It wasn't a bad book, but it's not really my type of thing.
That's why.
Just not really interested in that type of stuff. Like, just what the book was about. I didn't really follow along too much with it.
I partially agree with him. Just like the kinds of book it was. Those are the reasons I just find it boring.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
There's some good parts, though.
Such
Such as the murder trial. That was kind of entertaining.
Can you describe what you mean?
No, I'm talking about every part of the book that contained information about the murder trial.
like what?
Like when he was found guilty. That was a good part of the book. It probably was meant to be a sad part, but it's also a good part.
What was your guys' least favorite part about Romeo and Juliet or To Kill a Mockingbird?
When they died. I think it should have ended differently. Like
Yeah.
maybe she woke up before he killed himself.
Well, one good thing about that is it's way out of copyright, so you can make your own word. My least favorite part was when Romeo kind of trespassing on someone else's property. Like, it would be much more entertaining if he got chased off by armed guards or something.
I agree with that.
I thought it was really cute, I guess. I thought it was a nice little romantic story, but I'm also a girl, so it's kind of a basic thing for me to like. What about you, Xander?
Yeah, I thought I didn't really like the book, but I thought the movie was pretty cool and how they changed it to like gangster stuff.
I didn't really like how they tried to use the way they talked from back then and put it in a modern movie. It didn't fit.
I agree.
I 100% agree with
I agree. I thought it was kind of dumb, but it was just to keep the character of the story. But I thought it was hard to follow along with, and it didn't seem to fit the way they were talking at all.
I agree with both. Really was not a very good choice.
It was a lot harder to follow the story when they talked like that because nobody talks like that.
Apparently, most people were viewing the film thought the same. So.
You would think it would have been easier to understand what they were saying, but still pretty hard.
What is your opinion on this topic?
Well, I think that when you're reading the book, it feels like it's something like in black and white, and then when you watch the movie, it's all from this century.
We get with weird old language.
They also drove cars in it. When Romeo challenged Tybalt to a duo in duel in the play. Instead of that, he just drove his car and found him.
And we're done.
Did you want to complete your thought there, Charlie?
No, I was done.
Okay. All right, 14 minutes. Good job, guys. Okay, outside circle. What are some? Let's celebrate what the inside circle did. What are some things that they did well?
Good communication.
In what way?
Contact.
Okay, eye contact. Yeah. Yep, they were all
Great
into the. Okay, what do you mean by that?
Are they everything?
Okay. They incorporated everyone. What kind of evidence did they use? Did they use a lot of evidence? Just some? Some parts. Okay. What else? What are some other good things that they did? Could you all on the outside hear what was going on? Okay. Maybe a few times that we needed to up our volume. Okay. Our content discussion and evidence trackers, what were you noticing? What kinds of content did we have? Where are content people? Okay. What were some of your observations? Yep. Even when they got through all of their prepared questions, they came up, Jackie especially, came up with some other questions. Good. Our discussion trackers, what did you notice?
They agreed a lot, but they also had some disagreements.
Okay. Because is it important that we always agree?
No.
No. Yeah, we can disagree. That's how we get a divergent and greater, more creative perspective of and complete perspective of an issue. Good. What else on the discussion connectors? Well, who is our other discussion connector? Mitchell?
They agreed and disagreed.
Okay. Did we
They made sure to get everybody
involved? Yep. That's good. We did have a few clarifying questions. Can you elaborate on that? What in the text made you think that? I think one time. So that was really good. Awesome. Okay, outside circle, what are you going to keep in mind for your round that you'd like to improve on? What are you going to do more of or less of? Hayden, what were you saying? What do you think? Keep your volume up. Continue using the connector statements. Go back to that evidence. Use as much evidence as possible. Dig deeper into each question that you already have prepared. Okay, good job. All right, very quickly and quietly, switch roles. Good job.
Did you